Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Boba7772. Don't know which way the best for lighting is. And today I'm doing a vlog. Now I usually have like another channel that I do just like totally devoted to vlogs. But this one I figured is, a little bit more like content-wise, it's more appropriate to put on this channel, so I just decided to do that. And then, if you guys like the vlog, like just hearing me talk about random stuff like this, usually it's a bit more personal than what I'm going to be talking about today, which is Star Wars, Halo, and then just kind of say they announced Frozen 2, woohoo. But yeah, I have another channel. It's EIC Vlogs. It's like in my other channels list. I'll go ahead and put a link to that in the description. But I want to talk about some new stuff. So, first of all, I'll just get like the quickest thing out of the way. Frozen 2, the Frozen, my favorite movie ever, one of my favorite movies, just completely awesome. I love it. I know that it's got like either love and hate thing, but they announced a second one, so I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to see it. I doubt they'll mess it up, but there's always a chance that they can mess it up. Also, I got rainbow hair. Check it out. Yay. Having the rainbow hair for like a month or whatnot, a little bit over a month probably, but it's super awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my cap back on. Now, a couple other things that I wanted to discuss. Wow, I'm really bad at putting it on one-handed. I think having it a couple years I'll be able to do it better. A couple other things I wanted to discuss is all the new Halo and Star Wars stuff that was announced recently. So I've made a list and printed it out. Making a list, he's checking it twice. So here's the list, just kind of quick view. Now with that list, it's just kind of dates for stuff that's coming out within the next few months. All throughout the year, kind of. I've got some specific dates for certain things, but I do have. So yeah, I'll just kind of go over it now instead of rambling on about it. So I'll start with Star Wars because this is first and foremost the Star Wars channel. Boba7772 and whatnot. So a couple days ago, they announced that the book Star Wars Lords of the Sith would be the first canon Star Wars material with an LGBT character in it. Now, how I first heard about this, my dad had heard about it on the news or something. Apparently the article was like, Star Wars is turning gay, which I don't even understand. But my friend was telling me that they were coming out with a new Star Wars novel where the main character would be LGBT, and I was like, no, they aren't. I would have heard about that. And he goes, yeah, the main character is going to be there. And I was like, no. So I get home, go to sleep. I wake up the next morning. I have a text from him. The text pretty much has the name of the book, which is Lords of the Sith. It has the author of the book, which I forgot his name, sorry. And it has the character who is LGBT. So I looked it up. She's not the main character, but pretty much from what I read, she has a wife who was killed, and now she's kind of questioning the her imperial duties. So that's kind of interesting. Well, I mean, not really interesting that the LGBT aspect, which I guess it's kind of interesting, but I just, I think that it fits. It's not like anything that people say that, oh, everything's forced with all this LGBT stuff, like spoiler alert, Legend of Korra and whatnot, but I don't think that it's really forced. I've seen so many forced heterosexual relationships and stuff, but I haven't really seen many forced homosexual relationships because there are barely any of them in Western media today. However, this is the first in the new official Star Wars canon. Now, to clarify here, it's not the first in Star Wars in general. I know that there's a couple of Mandalorians in the Legacy era, both male, who had romantic involvement, and then there was Juhani from the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game. She was one of your squad mates in it, and she was a romantic option if you were playing as a female Revan. So, this is not the first LGBT Star Wars character, but it is the first LGBT Star Wars character in new material. So, aside from knowing that there's an LGBT Star Wars character now, which is pretty cool by itself. We learned a little bit more because we learned about that character, and now we know a little bit more about the book. There's already a Wikipedia page for it too, which is pretty cool because that was where I pretty much found everything. I didn't go to an article. So the next day they announced, and I may have had the days out of order, but they announced like, hey, there's this thing called the Journey to the Force Unleashed, over 20 new Star Wars books. I was like, oh my gosh. At first I thought they were all going to be like adult, young adult books like this A New Dawn book. But they're not all going to be like that. There's going to be some like storybooks kind of like that. They've announced one, and it's called Star Wars Aftermath, and then they have 4 young junior reader books, which I'm going to be getting all the junior reader ones too. So one of them is Star Wars Lost Stars. And then we have 3 more, which are pretty much based on the big 3. So Star Wars Moving Targets, a Princess Leia adventure is one of them. Star Wars Smuggler's Run, a Han Solo adventure is one of them. And Star Wars Weapon of the Jedi, a Luke Skywalker adventure is one of them. So those are all coming out September 4th. They've also announced 2 other books. One is like a guide to starships, and the other one is to get people caught up to Episode 7. It's like everything you need to know for the movie. So I'm assuming that that's everything that's been in the new canon so far that people would be well off knowing for the new movie. So that's really cool that they've announced like 20 new books. And then I wake up today, and what do I see that they've announced? So excited. They've announced 2 of the new Star Wars movies, which, I mean, we already knew were coming. Episode 8 and the first spin-off movie. There's like 4 spin-off movies confirmed, and then there's 7, 8, and 9. So now we have Star Wars Episode 8, which got an official date. I think that it's going to be in like May of 2017, I think. Don't hold me to that. It's on the official Star Wars website and a bunch of news sources. And then there's the first spin-off movie, which comes out in December 2016. It's like December 17th of 2016 or something. And it is called Rogue One. So what I am really hoping is that it's a Wedge Antilles movie, because Wedge Antilles is still canon, so, you know, why not make a spin-off movie about Wedge Antilles? Wouldn't that be great? Rogue Squadron, if any of you have read the Rogue Squadron books, and that's that's like 9 books, I think, Rogue Squadron, or the X-Wing books maybe, that Rogue Squadron is a part of. I've read every single one of those books. Like, I haven't read all the Star Wars books. I have a lot of them, and I have all the X-Wing ones, but I've not read all of them that I have, and I have not read all the Star Wars books in general. However, all the X-Wing books I've read, and I am absolutely in love with. They were absolutely great books. We're introduced to some great new characters. We knew Wedge Antilles. We're introduced to freaking Corran Horn. There's a couple of other really good ones. I'm pretty sure that... What was it? Was it an Ewok pilot? It was some odd species of a pilot. And then there was like freaking Isard, which was... But those were some really good books, so I'm really hoping that Rogue One is based on them, and if nothing else, it would be great if Wedge Antilles was in it, and if they recanonized Corran Horn to have him in it, you know, kind of gave him the same sort of, I want to say, attitude slash personality, whatnot, but it would be great to have Corran Horn and Wedge Antilles star in a movie. If Disney did that and catered to the EU fans like that, I would forever love them, which I'm already loving everything they're doing, but it's great. So now we have we had the original 4 Star Wars books, which were the Luke Skywalker one, which I'm reading now. I totally forgot what it's called. It's actually right here. It is called Here to the Jedi. Wow, I can't believe I forgot it was totally a reference to Here to the Empire. So we have Here to the Jedi, that's his 3rd one. A New Dawn would be the 1st. Tarkin would be the... Oh, man, almost fell. Tarkin would be the 2nd. Then we have Lords of the Sith being the 3rd. Dark Disciple, which is the Quinlan Vos Ventress one, being the 4th, or the 5th. And then, excuse me, we have Aftermath being the... 6th, and Aftermath is going to take place in between episodes 6 and 7. By the way, all that road to The Force Awakens is all going to be between 6 and 7, so that's going to be awesome. Also, they announced 2 new Star Wars comics in that. Pretty much one is just called Journey to The Force Awakens, and the other one is called Journey to The Force Awakens C-3PO. So there's that. So that's all the new Star Wars news, and I am beyond excited about all of it. So now, the Halo stuff. So that's pretty much the other thing I wanted to mention here. So with Halo, we just got a new book, which is New Blood. I'm going to be doing a review of that soon because I read it all within 24 hours, and wow, I read that book, slept, and went to a 1 hour class in that time. So yeah, it was a pretty short book, but it was really cool. They have announced what, five new Halo books, including New Blood. So I'm gonna tell you all of them first. I'm gonna tell you if they're because three of the five, including New Blood, are digital. So two of the four new ones they literally just announced today are going to be digital, and the other two are going to be actual novels. One of them is a digital. From what I can tell, this, nothing confirmed. Take this with a grain of salt. Blah blah blah. But two of the three digital ones, which include the last one I'm going to name and New Blood, the one with the ODSTs and everything, say digital first. The other one says like digital something else. So what that leads me to believe is that New Blood and the last one I'm going to name are going to be in print eventually. Hopefully, kind of like in Halo Evolution thing. Maybe those two together, and then we'll get like a really short bonus third story. That'd be so cool. I would totally pay full book price for that whole. Like, I think you can get them for like 27 bucks, but then like 20 bucks when it first starts out. I would totally go and do that. Totally get it day one for the $20 price of all that. But pretty much what we have is we have the Halo New Blood, which just came out. It's about the ODSTs. Next, Halo Hunters in the Dark. This is going to be a full physical novel, so one that you can actually hold, put on your bookshelf, whatnot. It comes out June 16th, and it is called Halo Hunters in the Dark. Next is on July 27th. This is a digital novel. This is a digital novel only one. This is written by Frank O'Connor, by the way. He's a big person into Halo. This book is going to be called Halo Saints Testimony. So I'm pretty sure from what I've gathered, don't know how accurate this is, but it looks like it's going to be based on an AI who is not as advanced as Cortana or anything, but is still, a pretty cool AI. So we're getting that. That looks like it's going to be the one that's never going to make it to print, but it might be just so short that compared to the other digital ones. So yeah, we have Saint's Testimony, which is a digital novel, and then September 7th, we have Halo Last Light. That's going to be a full novel, so really looking forward to that one. And then last but not least, so excited about this one, on December 7th, a digital first, Halo Shadow of Intent. So why I'm so excited about this one is that Shadow of Intent is the ship that Ratas Vadam is pretty much the commander of in the Halo game. So if you know, he was in Halo 2 and Halo 3. He's this silver elite who fought with the Arbiter, who had one of his mandibles, or maybe two of his mandibles like cut off with an energy sword because a couple of Flood got a hold of him. It was explained in a comic, but he was in Halo 2 and he was in Halo 3. He was on the Arbiter side in both. He is totally awesome. Pretty much in Halo 2, he's like the one fighting us alongside the Arbiter, and one of his memorable quotes is something along the lines of these men's life matter to me, yours does not. And then the Arbiter's like, then that, we have the same opinion on. And then in Halo 3, he's talking to Lord Hood, and he goes, if it weren't for the Arbiter and his council, I would have glassed your entire planet, because the Flood invaded Earth and everything. Yeah, I'm big into Halo, if you guys couldn't tell. So that was why I'm so excited for Halo Shadow of Intent. So just one last thing about that before I give my overall thoughts and stop the video. So Halo Shadow of Intent, there's this guy named Catalog, right? And he's this character in the Halo universe. He was first put in the book, I think, Halo Silentium, but he's pretty much this guy who is around in the Forerunner age. Well, on the Halo forums on HaloWaypoint.com, Catalog came back and answered a bunch of questions. One of them was about Ratasvatum and the Shadow of Intent. I may be saying his name wrong. If I am, I apologize, because the elites, I kind of get their names confused sometimes. I may get him confused with the Halo Wars Arbiter and Thelvadame. Which is why I keep saying the name wrong, or why I think I might keep saying the name wrong. Anyway, where was I going with that? Catalog was explaining that they had Oni ships kind of keeping in track on Ratos and the Shadow of Intent, and the Oni ships were destroyed. So what I gathered from that is that Ratos didn't want to be watched, so he destroyed them. But you know, maybe we'll find something out about that. I'm hoping that they don't kill him. I'm just making assumptions here, saying that he's going to be the main character, but I'm really looking forward to seeing where they're going with him and where they're going with the story. I mean, 5 Halo books this year, and then what? We're probably getting 12 Halo comics this year, once a month, and then the Halo TV series is coming this year. Halo 5 Guardians is coming this year. I mean, oh my god! And Halo Spartan Strike, which, you know, but it's still a second Halo game, so excited, guys. I'm so excited. So much new Star Wars stuff, so much new Halo stuff. Frozen 2 announced, and then so my 3 favorite universes are pretty much Halo and Star Wars and The Walking Dead, which I've covered 2 or 3/3 of them in this video, so just super excited. So yeah, my final thoughts on the Halo thing is I'm really excited that they're coming out with all this stuff. I'm going to get everything day one, going to read it as soon as possible. Oh, guys, I love this. I'm loving this. It is a good time to be a fan of fiction. Halo and Star Wars, at least at the moment, because some good stuff is happening. The universes are expanding, and oh my goodness, it's fun. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of this vlog. Last, just kind of a last thing. I do have a vlog channel where I do vlogs on I haven't done them in a while, but it isn't that I haven't forgotten about it. It's just that I haven't really done anything interesting, and I kind of want to do stuff interesting for my vlogs. So pretty much this is going to be kind of a cheap, what is it called? Sorry for saying so much, by the way. A plugin. So this is going to be a plugin to that channel. So EIC Vlogs. It's going to be in my description of this video. So that's where I do vlogs. Anyway, just kind of wanted to show this with you. I did this list. Let me turn the camera this way. Showing like some of the new Star Wars and Halo comics and novels when they're coming out and stuff. I'm just so excited. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe for, more awesome Halo and Star Wars stuff. And until next time, Boba7772 out.